Hello everyone, it's Big A and welcome to the new member weekly recording, live webinar. And we've got quite a few members in the room. I want to thank everybody for taking their time. And I'm just going to record the first 10 or 15 minutes of this to give an idea to other new members who can't make the live webinar what these are. So in the live webinar, obviously you can see my whole screen, and it's much bigger and clearer than this recording is right here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this here. The few things I was going to cover is the same thing I cover every week, and that's how to use the members area, how to read the blog, quote tracker. These are different free charts. I won't get into much here. TradeStation, the scanner, which helps us pick the best trades in a sideways market, and also trend reversal. The protractor, which goes along with that, the 5 BP and the BP trades, and the 4 exit strategies. It's important to not just have one strategy, but to have more than one. So let's go ahead and get into the members area first here. And as you can see, there's two areas. There's the elite area, which is also called the advanced area, and then there's the regular member area. And in the regular member area, it's all documents only. Okay, there's no videos there and there's no blog there. I do upload new documents almost once a week. In fact, I put a new one in there today because I had some members asking for it. So I went ahead and created it, and it's called Trading Rules If You Are Conservative or Aggressive. Because my blog, as you can see here, is set for moderate risk level. If there's something that's aggressive or conservative, I'll specifically write it out in there. But what I did is I set the rules I've been teaching on the webinar for the last few weeks. I went ahead and wrote it out for you so that you can do that. So what's in here on the blog is I use the $10,000 example always because it's easier. The higher your account, the better it is for you as far as commissions go. And then RPS stands for risk per share. It's very important. That's what sets this system apart from most other ones out there, and that is the money management, the way we use a combination of technical stops and percentage risk stops. So we go through, we've got the SPY. If something's bolded, that means it's new. So I bold it and I wrote new stop, and this is below the 4.7 low. Apologize if these testimonials on the left side are kind of pushed into that. I'll have to have my webmaster fix that. So what that means is that we slightly moved up our stop here on the SPY. If a possible buy breaks out, instead of our stop being below this low, we moved our stop to now be below this low. That's if we get the buy way up here on the upside. Okay, so each day it's all down to the penny, and it's updated for you. And then after we go through the 4 ETFs there, we get into the inverse. I went ahead and drew some lines to separate that. Looking at the PSQ and the SH, I will be getting a full list of inverse on there, and then we get into the possible PD ones that we run through. So there's 4 of them today, and those ones you can do them different for yourself. What I wanted to do is in the video section, it's real important to watch the extra videos that are put on here. And besides the daily videos, you'll see them on here. They just say daily each time. You'll also see new ones, how to use the free online protractor, 3 extra PD trade rules if you are conservative, how to use the PD scanner with TradeStation, and all the weekly webinars are all recorded. And this just goes back months and months and months. And see, if you got to scroll down sometimes, how to use swing points and half swing point stops. Very, very important video. How to use support and resistance in trading my system. So there's just extra videos there that I highly recommend you go through after you go through the CDs. And then later you can watch some of the recorded ones. Most of these are only 5 minutes long, except for when it's a webinar. And then of course the blog, you already know about that. Now in the member area, it's pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes I get members that can't find, say, the 2008 results, or the charts, or my special program that I have for AmeroBroker charts and TradeStation charts. And so it's kind of loading slow right now, but in that members area there's actually 3 separate sections, and each section is labeled differently, so that's kind of important too. Okay, so that's it for the members area, and let me just turn the screen off and on real fast. For those that are watching, you can see the little recorder. That's what HotCom does there. And what I wanted to talk about next for the new members was reading the blog. I pretty much went through that. The quote tracker. Okay, TradeStation. Let me just be real clear and say this. You do not need to pay for the expensive TradeStation charts when you're first starting off. I don't want any members to feel left out or burdened that they don't have that. You can use the free charts with Quote Tracker just fine. They do have the smooth moving averages. We don't use exponential. We don't use regular moving averages. We use smooth, just flat out because they're better. And we're not using a simple crossover system. Those simple crossover systems never work long term. They're not robust enough. We're using a price-driven system, and we're looking for divergence and breakouts as taught in the course. And all that can be done with with Quote Tracker free charts. Even the channels. The channel strategy is very powerful. There's your top channel, there's your bottom. Those can all be put in through Quote Tracker. And I use TradeStation, so I haven't really pressed into the Quote Tracker one, but I promise that extra video on the Quote Tracker charts is coming. And so what I wanted to show you though, real fast, is over here in the scanner, is that this comes free. This is with the software. This one here is the PD sell, and that's the buy. And I want to explain what these are. First of all, you can sort them by symbol, so you can double click it and put them in alphabetical order if you want to double check something. And next, where I like to sort them is the risk reward ratio. So this 2.91 here at the top, 2.98, that means if you risk $100 and you use the 10% range exit strategy as taught in the course, then you're looking at $298. So it's good to always look at the ones that are 2 and higher, which is a number of them to look at in this day here. And the next is PD power. This helps us measure the divergence. And then this is the risk per share. So it changes on each one, but that's going to be, the reason it's not as important as this one here is because the risk per share, you've got to take into account the price of the close. So if you're risking 76 cents a share here, and this one's around a $22 ETF, that's pretty good. But if it was 76 cents and it was, say, a $8 ETF, that's not the same. And so you can run the scanner, and you can also set it up on the 60-minute chart and the 15-minute chart, which is good. So I don't want to really give away too much free. I just want to show this over here for those that watch the recording later. You can see all the questions get written, and then we answer the questions, and we do these webinars twice a week. So I'm going to turn the recording off, and thanks for listening if you were checking that out.